Welcome to Growth Bites. Today's topic is setting the stage and getting to that bold statement. And Growth Bites is brought to you by Hastings Growth Team. We help individuals and companies realize their revenue goals. We do that through coaching, through workshops, through understanding your metrics, providing business plans. It can really vary because everybody's different. So reach out to me, information following this broadcast, and let's have a conversation. Let's see if I can help. Never hurts. So on to today's topic, making the bold statement. So what is a bold statement? Bold statement is something you make with the customer at a very crucial point. So you've already gone through and you've talked about, all the things that matter. And we've talked about those in previous calls, and some upcoming calls will fill in the gaps. But you reach that point where you feel like, yeah, I can do this. So you look at the customer and you say, Mr. Customer, can we agree on what our roles are? My role is simply to provide you information in a proposal format, and your role is to look at all the proposals from mine and other vendors and make a decision. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Can we agree that those are our roles? And the customer most likely will, yeah, that sounds like a good way to set up our roles. And okay, well, great. In order for me to provide you with the most accurate information and everything, I need information from you. So can we also agree that in a very timely manner, so I can get back to you, you'll provide me that information? Customer will go, well, yeah. Okay. What you're doing here is you're hopefully not going to run into a black hole later. You always will. We'll discuss that later. And you're setting it up for the bold statement. Now, the bold statement can be all at once or in parts. But here's the beginning of the bold statement. Mr. Customer, if you give me all the right information, and I put together a proposal that just wows you and wows everybody else on your decision-making group, you're going to buy from me then, wouldn't you? I mean, why wouldn't you? Then just pause. Most likely the customer is going to come back and go, I can't say that. I can't promise that. I haven't even seen the other proposals. I haven't even seen your proposal. Well, I know. But let's assume I give you everything you want. Why wouldn't you buy from me? And you usually get a look kind of like, well, it's like they don't know what to say. So you say, let's start filling in the gaps. Mr. Customer, with all the information I've given you and with all of our kind of upfront agreements that my pricing is going to be reasonable, the delivery terms were there and everything else, on the surface, it sounds like we're hitting all your points at 100%. Now, what would happen if within your decision-making group you go, well, gee, overall, the proposal from Eric looks pretty good, but, he doesn't have the lowest pricing. How are we going to address that? What can we do? What you've done now is you're putting the objection that the customer gives to you normally up front to him. See what he says. He goes, well, they may require the lowest price. Well, why would they do that? We've already agreed up front that I'm not going to be the lowest bidder. I'm probably going to be right in the middle. So if the real requirement is to be the lowest bidder, should I just back out now? It sounds to me like if that really is going to be a real requirement, and that's going to be somebody that you know on the committee, not you, but somebody else, is going to want the lowest price, and that's going to be firm, I can probably tell you up front I'm not going to be the lowest price, so maybe we can move on from here. Call it a wrap, and thank you very much for your time. Or do you think that there's a way around this? Help me out here because I need to know what I can do. what you're doing now is you want to stay in the game, but you're also willing to pull back out. The customer's conflicted because he's going, well, wait a minute. Every salesman that comes in here scrambles and runs around and jumps up and down and always does whatever I say and tries to get the lowest price. What's this guy doing? Same way with delivery, same way with everything else. Get those things out up front, and you do that by making that bold statement. The bold statement is, you're going to buy from me, right? Oh, and you're going to change the rules, like pricing really does matter, and that could kick me out at the end. So the bold statement is, I'm ready to walk out of the door right now. Those are bold statements. Back them up, see how they work. This is just one segment, but let's talk about this and other things will get you going there. Let's get you to where you can make a bold statement. Let's see what happens. Every situation is different. You can't do this all the time. You can practice it. You can do certain elements of it. But the more of this that you do, the better chance you have of making the sale. And that's what we want. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening.